Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, my daughter Aries and her boyfriend Kade, we're here in Ireland, Wicklow Ireland, and we're here to pan for some gold. We're gonna meet up with Karl from Gold Panning Ireland. He's gonna show us where to find some gold, and hopefully we can find some. Hope you guys enjoy the video. We've been in Dublin for the past couple days, so this is a nice change of pace. There's plenty of gravel bars here. Looks pretty good for panning for gold. Even right here is pretty good. Kind of smells. Yeah, I think that's cows. Looks like a bunch of mineralized quartz in this piece of granite. Lots of quartz. Lots of nice looking material here. This is just kind of like a gravel bar up here above the water. There was a huge flood here just a couple months ago, and so a lot of this is freshly turned over. Also, this is a big chunk of clay. So clay acts as a false bedrock. And so if this got washed up from the river, we're probably going to be looking for a clay layer once we start digging. I am going to wait for Karl. He's going to show us exactly what needs to be done. I just found this big chunk of metal on the ground here. Huh. Hey, I found a shoe. It's free. You can see how high the water came during the flood. There's stuff up in the trees there. And there's stuff in the power lines above the trees. That's a flood. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today, I am in Wicklow, Ireland with my friend Karl of Gold Panning Ireland. And he offered to take me down here to, this is the Avoca River, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So the Avoca River, it's famous for gold because it's very close to the original gold rush. Back in 1795, they were digging for gold, and one of the nuggets they found was the weight of a basketball. So only small little piece here, but the weight of a basketball. So try and wrap your head around that one.
Yeah, anything else you want to say about the gold here? You said it's glacial, right?
Yeah, so the majority of the gold that's here is glacial deposit. So what has happened is, over millions of years, it's been ripped out of the mountains. A lot of the times for years, geologists thought that it was just coming from one place, but it's actually been ripped out of multiple different mountains. So what we're going to find later on as we're doing digging, we're going to find a couple of spots where we might find orange gold, and we might find yellow gold, might find butter gold, depending on the source of where the gold came from. A lot of the times you pick up gold and you're going, well, that's different from the one we had just found. And most of the time, gold we find in these big rivers is just washed down from the hillside that was deposited millions of years ago. Get a decent flood and we just wash it straight on down.
Yeah, I was showing the camera earlier the flooding. You could see stuff up in the trees and the power lines. It's like, it was...
Now, the flood we had down here came up about 7 feet above the bank line, and the bank line was about 8 feet from where the river normally sits. So probably about 16 feet from its normal spot.
Yeah. All right, well, I guess we can go pan for some gold. Maybe we'll find some. I'm pretty sure we will. This guy knows what he's doing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this spot we'll always find gold. If you ever want to come out and look for gold, I do classes here on usually on the Saturdays. If you head over to, I'm sure Shane will put a link there to the Facebook page. And yeah, if you ever want to head out, I'll happily teach you a spot like this or any others around. I have about 10 other spots I can go to in case there's any flooding. But yeah, you'll always find gold.
All right, let's go find some gold.
Cool. Yeah, so what we tend to do is, the first thing we'll do is we'll look for, we'll almost treat it like it's the very first time we've been to a river. I haven't been here to this river all year long because of the flooding. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick any of the spots that's shallow and slow down. So what we're looking for is any of the slow down points. If you glance over that way, you can see where the river's really, really fast flowing rapids. Yes, there's going to be gold out under that tree, and yes, there probably was gold there originally. It's going to be pulverized to bits, not inches. Out here, a little bit slower down. But you can see right here, we're on a perfect gravel bar. Even right there where it's slowed down. The first spot I'm going to test will be pretty much right here. You've got, see, compacted. I want compacted gravels on the edge of loose. Loose gravels, compacted. This is where the compaction starts, and this is where you're going to get your flood zone. It's also a nice slow down spot. One other option I often have as well is if you throw a leaf into the river and let that kind of float on by, you watch where the spot where the leaf slows down. If you get to a part where it twirls, you got a super low pressure zone, dig.
That's a great idea.
Generally with this area, what's going to happen is you're going to end up being about, the gold will end up being about 6 inches down, we'll get to a pay zone of a clay layer.
Get clay.
Generally around here,
Yeah.
we'll get to, the clay is about 14 inches thick. After that, you're just in the pure water. That's why we have the sucker tube. As we're sucking out, we no longer see clay, we no longer see the caliche, we just see pure water. At that point, we just either go left or right or downstream of it. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to test one spot first. We're looking for that clay, that marbling. We want the water to turn that silica carbide colour. We want that material to change in the river. So what we'll do is we'll crack on with this and we'll come back to you in a few minutes when we're finally on the gold.
All right.
See the colour of the material now? I remember I was telling you about the clay.
Yeah.
That's like marble. It's on silica carbide. I'll do a quick count now in a second.
Yeah, okay.
Fill out the rocks. Alright, so a couple of rounded rocks, see those sparkles, almost like mica.
Yeah,
So rounded, traveled a good distance. Jagged, I tend to look for jagged rivers when I'm in a big river, or say when I'm in a smaller river, because I think they haven't traveled very far, might be near the source, but up in a big river like this,
That's
I can
a
travel
good
from
point.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Piece of shale breaking.
Yeah.
I know exactly where that's coming from. And that's not too far from here.
It's granite.
Yeah. There's your granite balls. Roll down distance a good bit.
That's been in the water for a while. What do we have here?
Ooh, probably broken glass. That's gotta be careful.
Piece
That's
of river glass.
yeah, see there you go.
Yeah, I could see what
Like
the material looks like.
4 or 5 draws of the classic Pacific. So I need somewhere to pan. I've already dug a hole, I might as well pan here. Some people will argue, well, you shouldn't be panning the place you're digging. I would say, if there's no gold here, I'm not covering anything up. If there is gold here, it'll take me about 20 seconds to refill,
Right.
but I've just taken it out, so
Yeah, I
why
do
not?
the same thing. If I dig a pond for myself, I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
Unless I'm continuing to dig down.
So I'm not going to go through the usual lesson process because I want to find the gold as fast as possible.
You pan quick like I do.
Well, you see, my theory is, even if there was 9 pieces of gold in this pan, and I can catch 4 of them, I don't care.
Yeah.
Because that tells me there's gold here, and I can set up
Right.
my sluice plan, and I can be running bucket after bucket after bucket.
Yeah.
But if I go, I'll take my time and spend 20 minutes to catch all 9, I'm delaying myself
Exactly.
from actually processing material.
Exactly. It's
The
all
sooner I
about
have
time
that data-
management. I agree.
The sooner I have that data, the better. And also, having to constantly bend down the pan, my setup with the rig that I have, you'll see later on, I am able to process that thing so ridiculously fast. So I just want to find the gold as quickly as possible.
We'll go over all this gear in a minute. He has a whole system here. All I brought was the arbor fabricating classifier and a little 10-inch gold pan and a snuffer bottle holder. I also brought the snuffer bottle holder
Which
necklace.
he gave me as well, which is very, very appreciative.
Yeah, they'll
The
be
amount of times I've lost my slipper bottle.
Yeah, it's a great thing to have. And by the way, you can buy those on my website, kleshgold.com, if you want one.
Oh, we're on it already.
Oh,
Oh, wow, I wasn't expecting that fast. I didn't.
Yeah, you got a nice
I am
plate.
telling you, I did not put this here. I do not salt anything. Right there.
It's in the,
I can
sun.
tell.
There we go. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You got your light on the phone?
Nice.
I'll restart the shot with the light on. Okay.
There we go. Yeah, and that was just one
test pan straight in the middle.
right there.
But the reason was that
Did you hit the clay layer yet?
I did hit the clay. You saw where the material changed color there as I was working through. So that was where. But the reason it did was I hit it with a shovel first. Remember I was saying we want a section where it's loose gravel meets hard gravel. The very first section. Like if you look at the rock there that you're standing on, right? That is embedded and down. That will take ages to get out to. Yes, we will probably work there eventually. There probably is nice gold over there. But I just wanted to know, is there gold here? I found one piece of gold.
We found some.
Found one piece of gold and 500,000 garnets. Have you see?
Oh, I can see all the garnets.
This place is loaded with garnets. But either way, look, I'll do 4 test pans,
Yeah.
three more test pans, and if that's all I find, happy days.
Yeah, there's a
I see the pipette in there.
a
Yeah,
vial in
yeah,
there.
yeah. I can stay in there. I'll get it later. Sweet. I'll let gold is safely locked away. Let's go do some more test pannings.
Let's do it. All right, so this is all the gear that he brings down here with him. So, all right, we're going to start here and go across.
So this is the banjo pan. It has a piece of vortex mat at the very top. The original Vortex, the original banjo pan came with the Vortex, and I put in a section of Dream Mat Micro. That's actually the second gen version of the Micro. Originally, that was actually in the Gold Cube, and I got in contact with Ed Marvin, and he managed to cut a piece down to actually fit the banjo. And now I think Dream Mat sell them directly. The next one then after that is little pocket loops. You can see where the holes are a little bit bigger, and that's there for catching the material that's maybe slightly larger. Next as we come down is I have a screen deck. This is non-motorized. Our rules here, we can't use anything with a motor. So I have this screen deck over top, so then you have to bend down constantly. I just use a circuit tube with it. I can put a shovel over it, and then I can circuit tube straight on top. And I have little, there's the only reason the zip ties is so I can carry the thing, otherwise how else do you carry it? Next one down, we have a bucket that goes in top. In the original Reed's rig, they have a pump that goes through. We're not allowed to use a pump, bilge pump, battery pump. Even you're not even allowed to use a drill. Nothing. So what I do is two options. First option is I fill this bucket of water and gravel, and after about two shovel loads, I'll undo this cap. And when I undo this cap, there's a hole down the very bottom. You actually see through the hole.
Oh yeah.
So what that does is that hole then pours material down into the next bucket. And then the next one down is this is the bucket that holds the banjo pan. The reason it has these bolts on it, originally I had put on PVC pipes as legs, but having 3 legs for something that's top heavy doesn't really work. So the banjo pan is sitting there, and then finally then I'll have the bucket inside it. Bucket will sit inside.
I mean, that's well thought out. I never would have thought of that. That's
and then,
great.
If I wanted to,
classifier for the top.
Classifier just to get things going. If I wanted to use that system, and if not, then I use this one, which will be up on top.
Gotcha.
Then I will need to have either the half or the quarter under here, just in case any spill goes over the side.
Right.
If it works the way I want, they should be able to process dirt as fast as I can sucker tube and shovel it. In Ireland, we can't use that with a motor or a pump, so we just have to find a way.
And that's why we come over to this tool here.
Yes. So this is what we call a hand dredge. In Australia, they might call it a yappy pump. It's basically a handheld suction tube. All we're doing is just pull back. You see where the water falls out. If I was, for example, the bucket was all the way over here, what I would do is I would pull back, twist, lift up, then I would come across and park it right on in.
It's smart to have an elbow to do that.
Yeah, like in the original.
I have one that's straight and it always pours out. Yeah.
Whereas with this one,
you can take your time.
Back,
that's
twist,
a great idea.
The water will fall out, but
that's great.
Gravel stays in there.
I'm doing that with I'm going to modify my current one. That's a great idea.
I won't copyright strike it, don't worry. This one, at this rate, even with the 2-inch nozzle, about 5 draws of a sucker tube is all I need to halfway fill a gold, just in a standard 14-inch gold pan. And the main purpose of that is so you can get that material that you can't normally get with a shovel, especially off of bedrock or that clay layer. That sucks the gold right off of that, and you don't have to worry about digging through clay and everything. This is like one of the best tools you can get for prospecting. You have to make them yourself because I don't think they sell them anywhere. Well, I sell them here. Oh, you sell them here? Yeah. There you go. Cool. I'll drop a link on here on Shane's page. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and dig a hole. I brought my Arbor Fabricating classifier, which is now out of business. So hopefully you got one when you had a chance. We're in Ireland. This is awesome. Okay. Try to fill this bucket up the best I can. I only brought one bucket, so it's really difficult to fill this. Let me borrow his bucket or a gold pan. Oh, actually, I have a gold pan. I'm good. All right. First, I'm just going to fill this bucket with water. Very interesting, I know. This is what you guys are wasting your day watching. I'd be doing the same thing. Actually, I'd turn it off by now. I know how to keep viewers. Okay. So, this classifier, I'm just going to set it in there. Toss the bigger rocks off to the side. I just found a nice flake in here, so. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff right there. Yeah, the material's interesting. You got shale and granite and some quartz, mineralized granite with quartz in it. Okay. I'm basically gonna do that until I fill this bucket at least halfway, and then we'll pan it out. Take a look at this. Wow. It's an old beer bottle or something.
I'll put that in my pocket. Let me pan this out. This is maybe 5 or 6 shovels worth of material from the same hole. And yes, I was digging his tailings. I totally forgot, but that's okay. So I'll go ahead and pan this out over there. I don't have my big Garrett Super Sluice gold pen. I only have this little 10-incher, but that means it's just going to take a little bit longer to pan this out. So I'll just do like 1 shovelful at a time. Honestly, even if I didn't find any gold, I'm cool with it. It's so awesome just to be here. Stuff is panning off pretty easily. Of course, it isn't concentrates, it's just classified material, so it's mostly overburden. Starting to slow down. The material's starting to slow down as it's getting washed off. All right, I don't want to go too much further. We'll just leave that in the pan and spin it back. All right, keep your eyes right in this area as I swirl it back. Okay, that is a piece of gold. That's a little piece of gold right there. That's my first piece of gold in Ireland. So before I go any further, I'm gonna take my snuffer bottle here, and there it goes. Now we're not done yet. There might be more gold up here. Oh yeah. Is that gold or is that mica? That might have been mica. It moved too fast. All right, cool. I got some gold. Yeah, that was mica. Oh, is that gold? Yeah, there was another piece of gold in there. 2 little pieces in the first pan. And there's a lot more to go here in this bucket. Awesome. Let's see, this is the second shovelful out of the bucket. There's a smaller shovel, so I don't know. Oh yeah, there's 1 piece. 1 piece of gold right there. That's a flake per pan, which is really good. So one other thing about gold in Ireland is you can't sell it. You can take a little bit for a souvenir, but whatever you find, it's not for sale. You cannot sell it legally, just so you know. All right, and just to keep this specific location somewhat secret, I'm not going to give the exact location, but it is the Avoca River in Wicklow. I can say that. Flower gold. I mean, 1 little tiny piece of it somewhere here. Okay. Oh yeah, okay, that works. It's nice having a camera person. All right, so there's a really nice rock right here. I didn't find too much. I did find gold, so I'm extremely happy. But right here is a nice big, like permanent type rock. I'm just gonna dig around that. Maybe I could find some gold there. So I gotta get my classifier. Also, no digging into the bank. I kind of like that rock right there. I think I'll keep that for the Ireland shelf. All right, I just found a nice flake from right over there by that rock. Right there. Nice flake of gold. That's a good spot over there by that rock. There's a piece of metal. That's some kind of metal. There's another piece of flower gold right there. Awesome. I'll take it.
We all get plenty of gold. So far he's pulled out a few small little pieces.
Yeah.
Little flakes. Could be a little wire gold as well.
Yeah.
Pretty good. So
And there's a little bit more.
I don't know if it's going to show up on the GoPro, but
It's pretty consistent. I'm finding little
Yeah.
bits of gold.
perfect.
It is perfect.
Oh yeah.
After this, I guess we'll help Karl run his material, and then we'll see what he gets during his clean out. All right. Wish me luck here. I can hear the cows, and there's like people over there across the water. Probably wondering, what are these crazy people doing? It's all part of the experience. There's a piece of gold.
Gold.
Yep, one more flake that I can see.
Off to the same hole.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, she doesn't see it. Yeah, I think
Yeah, right there. Another flake. Sweet. I could retire now in Ireland.
yeah, the only problem is the cost of living here is probably just as bad.
It costs like, what was it, like €8 for one Guinness in Dublin at the cheaper places. Yeah, we're gonna go from this side, I think. Yeah, that's probably where the more of the gold's gonna be on the far side of it. So Kade, this is why it's great to have a crew with you.
And again, look behind you. There we go. Not with the water again. Alright, so keep digging down deeper.
That's got to be the most clever machine I've ever seen.
I timed it earlier when I had one drop, I was full of material of water. I could stop for a full 6 seconds and it keeps flowing.
That is really good.
Because the nozzle on the sugar tube is 2 inches, and then the nozzle on the outlet is only 1 inch. Like that. Can you find?
What are you doing?
Just right here, it's fine.
Right here.
You can put it back there again. Just take the next one off as well.
Oh, yeah.
No, you might as well take it off, yeah. It's not 100% clean, but I look,
Right.
who cares?
right.
We're getting through volume.
Yep. Okay. There you go. Go ahead and try to pry it up, and I'll try to grab it.
I have a fry bar there on the bike. There you go. It's an 11 clap.
Yeah, I got it.
Nice. Now, if you can dig around that, try and let the water in.
It's my baby.
That's a nice rock. I don't remember seeing that last spring.
It's a big chunk of quartz, man.
I can put it down a bit cover and shoot it, but while you have the shovel in hand, can you shovel material and dump it into here where I'm suckering on it? Because at least that way, rather than me shoveling it and sucker separately. Yeah, perfect. It's a bit crazy, but it might work. Oh yeah, that's working. Not too much now, because I do need the water.
This is where that rock was. The gold is likely underneath. That's what we're hoping. We're running it through this crazy machine that I can't believe how good it works.
Kind of can I. I spent about 6 years trying to work out different versions of this.
That's such a great idea, because in Ireland you can't use power, so this is the next best thing.
Because it's picking up both gravel and water at the same time.
Yep.
Definitely for this. You want to have a go, Shane?
Yeah, sure, I'll do it. I do like watching other people work too.
Yeah. On there. And natural. I got
Pretty good.
We've done this before.
Maybe once or twice.
Okay, good. You keep working, I'm going to refill into that and see it's working. So,
I'm looking for my phone and you have it. I'm like, this is so awesome. Because I mean, normally I'm fumbling around with a camera and shovels and... Oh, look at that.
You don't normally bring your own camera operator.
That's a big one. It's another little baby. Okay.
I changed you.
Lots of babies. Here we go. This is the good stuff right here, man. Should I just put it straight in?
Let's just get Caden to clear that first.
Okay, yeah.
The next one, yeah. I know we're not getting all of the gravel clean, but look, we're getting volume.
This is where the gold is, right here.
Yeah, over it.
That's the pay dirt right there.
Oh, yeah, I'll need a book anyway.
Okay, so here's the hole that we dug. It's pretty big, and we were finding
can I get
decent
you
gold
a
just in
bit of
sample
water from down
pads.
there? Yeah,
So
usually
we've been
I'll
running
get
it
it
through his genius invention here, and now we're going to clean out the concentrates from the sluice.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll find some nice gold, I
Leave it up in
think.
the bike, it's fine. I'll get that, thanks.
Okay.
Right, to clean out this sluice, what we'll do is, there is some gravel left in top. We'll plan that separately. That's going to be just your sample area. You would just use that as a sample to see if you're still on the gold. This is the main area you catch your gold. It's miner's moss. And directly below the miner's moss, we then have vortex mat. And then below that, we then have the banjo pan. So I need to undo a bolt here to get this out.
This is all concentrates. We're going to
Yeah.
pan everything.
Yeah, but I'm just going to dump it all in the one bucket. I'm not going to go, well, did it land there?
Right,
did it
right,
land
right.
there? I don't care where it came from.
Right.
I just want to get it.
All the overburden's going to get washed off
All the
first.
overburden, well, this is basically cons, yeah.
Right, this is cons,
Yeah.
but even the cons have a little overburden.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That it. Careful with this. So I'll let you do the honors of the panning.
All right, happily. So this is about half of the concentrates because those buckets also have more concentrates in them. But this is like the sluice box clean out, all the mats that gold gets trapped in. We don't want to lose this. I'm just going to make a little pile right there. This miner's moss, got to wash it out really well. And what we're left with is one pan of hopefully gold-rich concentrates. We'll do about half of it, just to make sure we don't lose any gold, because this is all going to be super heavy. I should probably do less than that, actually. We'll do about that much. Okay, nothing in that one because that was at the very top. Probably won't find anything until the bottom of it, because even the concentrates have overburden, and that's what we're panning off right now. Whoa. I thought that was like a hammered silver coin for a second. You see that?
Yeah.
It's like perfectly round, little piece of stone there. And then there's a little piece of glass that I'll throw in my pocket. Lots of garnets. So that's a good sign. Garnets are heavy. Yeah, there we go. I see a flake of gold right there and some flour gold too.
Yes, it works.
Let me see your snuffer bottle.
Yeah, no. Well, so
All right, I'm gonna pan this back one more time. Make sure I got everything. Yeah, I got it all. All right, one more. Theoretically, this should be the best pan. I'm keeping that too. I like cool rocks. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I see another flake. Right there. It's probably easier to see now that the sun's gone. You see it?
Yep.
Right there. Also, actually, is that two pieces? No, that's a piece of mica. Yeah, right there.
yeah.
All right, let me see your snuffer. I'll get it for you.
Okay. Very handy. Give me this snuffer.
Oh yeah.
It's really handy. I have one around my neck.
Yeah.
Crouch in my bag. Bend down. Which pocket's that in? No. Perfect.
I got it. I'm gonna pan this back one more time. Yeah. Oh yeah.
After a lot of fun there, it works.
Yeah, that's a very interesting, well thought out machine.
Yeah.
All right, Karl. Thanks a lot,
No,
man,
not at all. Great.
for inviting me out here
Sure,
to your gold panning spot here in Ireland. We found consistent gold all day, and it's been a really nice day. I was actually expecting rain, but I mean, this is great.
Yeah.
Great day on
And
the
there's
river.
the sun back again. Literally, as you're
Yeah.
doing your last pan,
See that?
the only cloud we've seen all day just rolled in,
Yeah.
just as you did the last pan,
That's
and now
how
it's back out again.
Yeah, that's how it
Typical.
works.
But hey, look, we found the gold. Who cares?
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks a lot,
No
and
worries.
I'll see you next time
Yeah.
out here.
Yeah. Might head over your way sometime.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, I got videos from all over the world looking for gold and all sorts of treasure hunting. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Thanks again, everyone, for watching my video. If you're interested in treasure hunting and you'd like to see a couple more videos from me, check out the other one linked here on the screen. I also have a bunch of playlists you can look through. A big thanks to all the names scrolling right there. That's all my Patreon supporters and channel members. And I'll see you guys on the next video.